Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kanyisa. So today we'll be doing this tube top. It's an inspiration of a knitted top that I saw on Pinterest. I tried as much as I can to make it look like it, but I couldn't. Here is the knitted top that I'm talking about and also the material that I have used. Let's get started. Slip knot. It depends on how long you want your top to be. So I will just chain. As you can see, it is my chain. I chained the one. It is close to 9 inches and I want my top to be around 8 inches. So I chained the one and one turning, and then I will do slips. I will skip the first chain, the last chain, and slip stitch on the second one, and slip stitch on the second, the third, and on the fourth. So for my band, I did 4 slip stitch. That gives me roughly 1 inch. So now on my fourth slip stitch, I'll put a stitch marker. Now we are done with our band on top. We are going to work for our top. I don't know how to put this. Now we're going to work where we are covering our breast. That will be our top. So now we are going to change a stitch. We are going to be doing single crochet. To do a single crochet, you insert, yarn over, pull over. You have 2, and you pull over 2. You insert, yarn over, pull through, and pull over 2. So for my breast, when I did the measurement from top of my breast to my under breast, it gave me 5 inches. So now I will just do a single crochet until I reach 5 inches. I'll come back and tell you how many stitches I have done to get my 5 inches. Seventeen single crochet and it gives me 5 inches. So now we are going to do our lower band, which will be slip stitches. So I'll do slip stitch, then put my marker onto that slip stitch. So to make sure that you are not struggling to do a slip stitch, you have to make sure that you do them loose like this. So I will continue doing my slip stitch until I reach the end. I'm at the end. I chain 1 and 10. And after turning 1 and chaining, we have 2. We have this V, a little V or something. I don't know what to call this. We have this on the front and on the back. So we're going to be working on the one on the back. You insert and do a slip stitch. Continue working, doing a slip stitch on your back loop. And don't forget to make them loose so you're not struggling to do your slip stitch. Now we have reached where we place the marker. You remove the marker and place a slip stitch there and put this stitch marker back again. So now you continue doing a single crochet. So you also do single crochet on the back loop only. Single crochet on the back loop until you reach another stitch marker. We have reached the stitch marker. You remove it and do slip stitch on the back loop and put your stitch marker back again. Sometimes your last slip stitch may be hiding. You have to open here and you see it is down here, it's hidden. Then you slip stitch, you chain 1 and 10, slip stitch on the back loop, on the third, and then we reach the stitch marker again. You slip stitch and put back the stitch marker. I'm just using these stitch markers here so I remember when I'm doing slip stitches and where I'm doing single crochets. So now we are done with our band. We'll go with single crochet. I'll do 7 single crochets until I reach the marker. And now we'll be doing slip stitches. So this is what we'll be doing for our entire top. We'll just alternate row 1 and row 2, which is the same thing. You work on your back loop only. I don't know if I have explained it correctly or if I didn't, but you work on your back loop only. So this is how it is. This is how it looks. So keep on doing this. I will meet you back when I'm done with mine and tell you the measurements. Here is my top. I used 1 ball and a little quarter of this top. It is 22 inches and a half, but my bust measurement is 34 and a half. But these stitches are very stretchy. I put it on my body and it covers me when I stretch it. So there is no need to do your bust measurement, because if you do it like that, it will be big. So which means before you have to put it in your body and stretch it on your body. Then if it covers your body, it means it is fine. So now we have to join it. So let's join our work. So to connect, there is this side that has a yarn, and there is this side where we started our top. So to connect, I go to this side that we started our top, and I'll just pull through this yarn like this, chain one, and turn it like so. I will still go to that first stitch and to the back loop of our first stitch on the other side, like this, and do a slip stitch again. On this side that we started our top, I just go there and then go and do back loop slip stitch on the other side. So this is how we'll be connecting. Continue doing this until you reach the end. I have reached the end of joining the two sides. Then I'll chain one and cut. So I will just leave a little long tail so I will be able to weave it. As here is my top. When I join the two sides, I join it in here. This top I did almost, I think it's 94 or 95 rows if I'm not mistaken. So the height of this top is 8, and the lower band, it is 2 inches. Then the top is 1, and for the rows of single crochets it is 5 inches. So now we have to do our neck. I don't know, so let me put on the top, then so I will be able to mark where my top is, where my neck is going to go. So this is how my top looks like when it is on. So now we want to do the stripes, that 2 stripes like in here that will go up and to our neck. Okay, sorry guys, I'm not good on explaining this. So I will want my stripes to start from somewhere here, somewhere here. I'll just put this marker there, and this side somewhere in here, yeah. So you will go ahead and fit yours and decide where you want your stripes to start. So here is my stitch markers that I place where I want my stripes to go through. So That means my stripe will start from here to the center and this side from here towards the center. You will decide how long you want your band to be. I want mine to be almost 2.5 inches or 2 inches. So I will slip stitch and remove the stitch marker. I will decide in there. Pull through, chain 1. So now I will just do ruffling, and where I chain 1, and I will also go through there with a single crochet and into the next, into here with another single crochet. I will just do 9 single crochets. Here is my 9 single crochets that I did. So I will just chain 1, turn my work, and do on the first, I will do slip stitch on the first stitch. I'll do slip stitch into the next 7 stitches and do single crochet on the back loop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So on the last one, I will do slip stitch on the back loop, chain 1 and 10, and do slip stitch on the back loop on the first stitch only. Yeah, I made it tight, so it is difficult for me to go there. So do slip stitch and then do single crochet. So I will suggest for you to do the stripes depending on the length of your neck or how thick you want the band to be when it's on front of your neck. So we will be doing this. We'll just alternate between these 2 rows only. There is reach the end and chain 1 again, turn, slip stitch on the first stitch, then single crochet into the 7 next stitches, slip stitch at the end. So we'll be doing this until we reach the length that we need. I will come back and tell you, because I have already measured mine. When I measured from here and turn to my neck, turn in front of my neck and come back to this side, it gives me 26 inches, which means here I will keep on repeating this until I have until when I stretch my work, it gives me 26 inches. When I stretch it to 26 inches, it's where I'm going to stop. So keep on working this. I will meet you at the end. Okay guys, I'm back. I did my stripe. It's 20.5 inches unstretched. So now I'll try to stretch it. It is almost 28 inches, so it's fine. When I stretch it, it goes to 28 inches. So now, as now that we are done with our long stripe, so we are supposed to connect it to the base of the top, but I won't go straight here and connect it because here there is no clear stitches. As you can see, I'll just slip knot and remove the marker there and insert in here. No, I can't insert it like this inside. I have to insert, sorry, I'll put the stitch marker back here and count from here to this side, because if I do my single crochet like here from this side, it means I'll be doing it inside. I want my single crochet to be outside, so I have to count from here to this side 9 stitches, which means it will be 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. My 9th stitch is in here. With my slip stitch, I pull through and chain 1 and go into that same space and do single crochet. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, and the last one 9. So now we're going to connect these two. So to connect these two, we will also use a slip stitch, obvious, and just make sure that this, say, it doesn't twist. As you see, it is straight like this, straight, and turn it here. Make sure it doesn't twist when you connect it to this one. So we have to do it inside out. You have to turn the band inside of it. Insert on the last stitch on the top and last stitch of the band, and go through that working yarn of yours on the last single crochet that you did, that last 9 single crochet that you did. You insert the hook onto that loop you pull through that hole, that loop, you pull through to the other side, just like this. Pull through to the other side, chain 1. So I will just turn this top like this so I will be able to work. I'll go back to that stitch, that last stitch that I put the hook, and work on the back loop, on this back loop with a slip stitch. Into the both loops, not on the base of the top, on that 9 single crochet that we did. You go straight into there and back loop of the stripe of that band, just like this. You insert and on the back loop. Chain 1 and cut. This is how it looks. So now we have to weave our ends. So go ahead and weave off your ends. I weaved off my ends, and this is how my top looks like this. It is like this. It is 8 inches from here to this side and 22 inches unstretched. Thank you so much for watching, and please like and comment and subscribe if you haven't subscribed to this channel. Thank you so much for 160 subscribers. It means a lot. Bye. See you next time.